Welcome everyone to my YouTube channel. Today I am going to explain how to bind a transmitter and a receiver. If you're buying a ready to run RC car, it's almost every time it's already binded to the transmitter, so you don't have to do anything. In case if you buy uh, a complete set like transmitter and receiver, then most probably from the factory it will be also binded, so you don't have to deal with it. Sometimes you are buying only a transmitter, so in that case the receiver will be not respond to the transmitter, so you have to bind your new transmitter to existing receiver. So today I'm going to talk about that topic. In some time your transmitter is little bit advanced and it have a memory function, like you can save a few models to your transmitter. With one transmitter you can use few models with few receivers. In that case also you need to bind each receiver with your transmitter. So this binding process can be happen in those situations. Firstly, today I am going to show you how to bind a FlySky GT FS GT3C transmitter. For the FlySkys, most of the time we are using a bind plug called this one, a bind plug to a bind receiver to a transmitter. This is called bind plug. If you lost this one or you misplaced this, you can use a typical 3 plug connector from your ESC. You throw on ESC and cut the this connector, and you can short these two wires, white and the black. That's mean corner two wires. Black means negative, white means signal. So you are shorting two lines, negative and the signal. In this shorting, the receiver will be going to binding mode. Most of the time receivers and transmitters coming with the bind plug. In case you lost, you can use that type as I explained. I will show you. In this case I am turning on the transmitter and the vehicle, it's not responding to the transmitter. So now I am going to bind this transmitter and receiver together. In receivers there is a bind port in the receiver. In FlySky the third channel is the binding port. That's the channel you should put your plug your bind plug. It's depending on your model and the brand. For this particular model it's channel 3. Always in the receiver there will be mentioned which is the binding port. So you are putting binding plug to third channel as per the receiver sticker and connect the battery. Now it's in the bind mode. Receiver is in bind mode. First then you have to press this transmitter bind button first. Then you have to turn on the power button. You can see before the receiver light was blinking. Right now it's continuously lit up without blinking. So that's mean this receiver is bind to this transmitter. So first we are going to turn off the vehicle and don't forget to remove the bind plug and turn on the transmitter and connect your vehicle. As you can see, it's binded. Now receiver and transmitter talking to each other. This is the binding process. If we are not binding transmitter receiver, it will be not talk. It's like strangers. After binding, it will be respond to the transmitter. In some cases, it's as I told you, it's depending on the model and the brand. For the FlySky i6, also have a button like this binding. You have to, as usual, put the binding plug to the receiver binding port, and first you have to press this one, bind key button, then turn on the receiver, and same will be happen just like this car to FlySky i6 aeroplane transmitters. For the radio link, it's little bit different. They are using not binding plug, they are using a binding switch. This is radio link is multi-model transmitter. So in that case, you have to select a new model, new slot for your vehicle, and select it, and you have to press this small button in the receiver, and it will be bind. The procedure will be the same. Light will be blinking, and after binding, light will continuously lit up. That is the way binding process in the radio link. Binding plug or binding button. For the most brands and model, this is the procedure. Thank you very much. We'll see you in another video. Thank you.